Before I went to college, I grew up in church and I knew God and I accepted Jesus as my Lord and Savior. But when I got to college, I couldn't just rely on what my parents had taught me or what my Sunday school teachers taught me. I began to experience situations where I couldn't rely on people. And when I couldn't rely on people, the person that I knew to go to was God.
I got married at a young age. Franny and I started having children right away, and had a lot of responsibilities at work. And next thing you know, I just kind of felt I was missing. I missed out on something, so to speak, as far as, I guess I didn't get in enough trouble in high school because I was actually in prayer meetings on Friday night. I got involved at work trying to make a name for myself to support my family. So I thought this was what was going through my head as I was trying to justify my late hours and my hanging out with people from the office and trying to stay out drinking and play on the company softball team and all the things that I did, and it kept me away from my wife and my little girls. I paid a price for that. I turned my back on the Lord for a few years, and then when Marissa was about 5, I realized that I was not doing well for myself and not doing well for my wife and my girls. And I came back to the Lord, and I honestly felt that I had strayed so far from Him and that I had done so much damage and to my testimony or to my relationship with Him, that all I was going to be able to do would be, just like a doorkeeper or somebody to just be at church, and that leading worship and having the honor and the privilege of leading His people in worship would not be something that I was going to get to do. I felt like, I had that chance when I was younger and I blew it. And God is a God of second and third chances, and His grace is so abundant, and His mercies just beyond words. So even though I felt that I was not deserving, He felt that I was, and He restored me.
When I dated, I would meet people and I'm trying to find them out and how nice they are, whether they're people I want to date exclusively or, hey, you're a little bit crazy, let me move on to somebody else. But before I started worshiping, that is how I treated God. I'm like, all right, I'm going to date God and see how God's going to work. All right, God, you help me out with this. But then this happened. What's going on? I thought you were going to be nice to me. But then something else happened. And worship allowed me to see that, in everything that I go through, God is there. And that's what happens, at least in an earthly way, when we find another person who, in a relationship, loves you for who you are, and in spite of your flaws, still loves you. When I feel that someone is there and has my back when no one is around, is what I feel when I worship. I feel that there's an embrace that makes you feel safe.
He restored me, and so it's through worship that I feel so connected to God. And for me, music really doesn't have life to it or passion to it unless it's about God or to God. And I love to sing songs to God as a prayer.
God, you are just awesome. You are wonderful. You are amazing. And that just goes from praise into worship, where I'm not concerned who's standing around me or who might be sitting next to me. It's me just making that connection with God.
The worship music is not just music and not just songs that we sing, but it actually is a prayer, an extension of your life, an extension of our lives, Monday through Sunday, the whole week long, 24/7, not just something that we do on Sunday mornings.